Early the next day, Hudson explained that he was going to race against Rainbow Dash to Aiden, Dark Kritic, and Talon. Talon and Dark Kritic were unsure of Hudson's idea.
Goodness gracious, Hudson. I don't think you should accept that offer Rainbow Dash has given you.
What if you might damage yourself or worse, Hudson? But Hudson had made his mind up. No, guys. I have to put this right, and if Rainbow Dash keeps this up, I won't hear the end of it. I mean, she'll keep teasing you. That's right, Aiden. But I'm not going to give up. From what my driver told me, going slowly always wins the race from what my driver told me.
Well, if it helps you prove her wrong, I hope you know what you're doing.
Of course I know what I'm doing, Talon. Besides, I pulled very fast trains, and I'm really fast, but cheating is not allowed in racing from what I know. Besides, I need more advice to help win the race. Besides, going way too fast might cause an accident sometimes. But for this race, it's just me and Rainbow Dash. Besides, I don't want to do anything risky.
I know that Rainbow Dash was being a bit of a show-off. But she is good. But she is a good pony, despite of being a show-off.
I know that, Dark Kritic. But I have to do this race.
If you say so, I think I know someone who can help you. I hope you can win the race that you were challenged to do by Rainbow Dash.
I'm sure I can win this, guys. Believe me. Anyways, I have to go. I gotta take these passengers to Los Angeles. And with that, Hudson departed the station to Los Angeles. He knew that his brother had given him good advice. But he hoped that Dark Kritic's friend that he would meet later on would give him good advice as well. Aiden hoped that Hudson would win the race, and hopefully would win. And Hudson knew that his friends are counting on him. The train's all ready to go, Aiden. Have a safe travel. Thanks, Cody. A while later at the yards, Hudson was relaxing in the siding, but then he heard the sound of a whispery voice from the goods shed. Hudson decided to investigate where the sound was coming from. When Hudson rolled into the goods shed, there standing at the goods platform was a lion. Hudson never saw one like this one before. The lion had gray fur and a gray dark mane, and it looked at Hudson. It was almost similar to Simba, but its fur color was different. Hudson knew that this was the source of the voice that he heard.
So you're Hudson. It's very nice to meet you.
Yeah, and it's strange that you know my name. Probably Dark Kritic told you, but it's nice to meet you, Mr.
Oh, please, call me Mr. Mist. There's a better way of saying my name. I have an idea of how to win that race that you're competing with Rainbow Dash.
Hudson smiled. He could tell that Mr. Mist was a very pleasant sort of lion and always wanted to make others feel calm and relaxed. Hudson knew that Mr. Mist had a plan for him, and he wanted to understand what Mr. Mist meant. So, what's the strategy of me winning the race against Rainbow Dash?
I think taking your time would be the best solution for this race. I hope that you win this race, Hudson. Good luck, Hudson.
Thanks, Mr. Mist. I definitely needed that. Thanks. That being said, Hudson reversed out of the goods shed and being prepared for the race tomorrow morning. Early the next day, the race was soon starting. As usual, Rainbow Dash was starting to show off at the starting line. But Hudson didn't get angry. He just remained calm. Rainbow Dash tried to get a reaction out of Hudson, but Hudson didn't budge.
There is no way you can win, Hudson. I am the fastest Pegasus in Ponyville.
It's not about winning or losing. It's about taking time and knowing where you're going. That's what I know.
Whatever, Hudson.
Hudson was listening to the birds singing in the tree while he was racing down the line. He thought he heard something. He then stopped and then listened. The driver then listened closely, but then he realized who the sound came from. Oh my gosh, it's Rainbow Dash! We have to help her, Hudson! Hudson knew that his driver was right, and he raced after the source of the yelling. When Hudson reached the source of the noise, he was shocked. There was Rainbow Dash. But Rainbow Dash had hit a tree branch, and she had fell to the ground and injured her wing. And there were cuts and bruises all over her. Hudson was shocked. Oh, my New York City. Rainbow Dash! Are you okay?
No, Hudson, I hit a tree branch and I injured my wing.
Oh, my New York Central. We gotta get you to the hospital! Hudson's driver and fireman helped Rainbow Dash into Hudson's cab, and Hudson raced off back to Clinchfield, Highland Valley as fast as he could. Hudson raced into Clinchfield, Highland Valley and screeched to a stop. Dark Kritic, Talon, Mr. Miss, Clinchfield, and Aiden congratulated Hudson of winning the race. Dark Kritic helped Rainbow Dash to the hospital, and Hudson hoped that Rainbow Dash would be alright and that her wing would be okay. After a few days of being in the hospital, Rainbow Dash's wing and her injuries were soon healed. And when Rainbow Dash returned, Hudson told Mr. Clinton everything that Rainbow Dash was doing to him. Mr. Clinton congratulated Hudson of his brave actions of saving Rainbow Dash. And then Mr. Clinton turned to Rainbow Dash with a very stern look on his face. You should never have challenged Hudson to do that race you wanted, Rainbow Dash. Hudson proved himself that he is a useful engine in case if anyone is in trouble. And you were in trouble when you injured your wing. And I am proud of Hudson because of his brave actions. And he did the right thing.
Yes, sir. I am sorry, sir. And Hudson, I am sorry I was boastful to you. I was just jealous of you because you were given a second chance of life.
I accept your apology, Rainbow Dash. Let's just bury the hatchet and just be friends again.
Thanks, Hudson. I am glad we are friends again.
And after that whole ordeal of Hudson and Rainbow Dash racing, I'm glad that Hudson and Rainbow Dash had set aside their differences of racing. And between you and me, I believe that Rainbow Dash had learned her lesson. And I'm glad that she learned her lesson. Because every engine learns from their mistakes.